Hey everybody, how's it going? Joe's Neon here. Man, it's a hot Sunday afternoon here in the summer up in the Northeast, New York State. We're going to hit about 92 degrees today, 91 degrees. So I love on Sunday afternoons doing some barbecuing. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do St. Louis style ribs on the grill. We're going to start off with a dry rub. We're going to go for a couple hours that way. Then we're going to start saucing them. Then we'll be wrapping them in foil and finishing them on the smoker. But in order to get started, of course, we need a little PBR here. PBR action. Get the grilling started the proper way. All right, folks. What we want to do is get our sauce started first. So what we're going to do that is I've got about 4 cloves of garlic chopped here. I've got half of a large onion chopped. I've got Worcestershire sauce. I've got molasses, ketchup, Captain Morgan spiced rum. All right, now I'm going to show you how I'm going to put this stuff together here. What we're going to start by doing is start with our garlic and our onions. So I got a little bit of olive oil going in here in the saucepan. All I want to do is just turn these onions and garlic just translucent. That's all I want to do. Just get them stirred around, and when you're cooking your garlic, be sure that you do not burn it. Okay? Low and slow. That's how you want to do that. And you're just going to give them a light saute. Now, this style of cooking ribs is, it's like a 2-step process, as you just heard me say. We're going to do a dry rub on them, and that's how we're going to start them for about 2.5 hours. Then we're going to sauce them up real good. Go for another hour, I'd say. Then we're going to wrap them in foil, finish them for about 1.5 hours. This is all going to take place really low heat. We're going to go between 225 and 250. Indirect heat, and I'll show you more of that. Plus we're going to use some applewood smoke. It's going to be real good. Oh yeah. All right, we got our onions and our garlic. We just want the onions and garlic to release their flavor. We're not trying to cook it at all. We're not trying to brown it at all. We're just trying to get it to release its flavor. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it from the heat. I'm going to turn my heat down. Ketchup. You're going to go with about 2 cups of ketchup. Measurements don't have to be precise, folks, at all. Molasses. Alright, you're going to go with a good shot of molasses. I'd say half a cup. A couple good shots of, what's this here sauce? Alright, a little Worcestershire. And then finally, our spiced rum. I'm going to put about a cup. Half cup, about 3/4 of a cup. Alright? So we're going to return it to the heat, and we're just going to give this a really good stir. Now we're going to let this warm up, and we're just going to leave it on a slow simmer. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that goodness. Boy, you ought to smell how good that sauce smells. So I'm going to take you folks right along this whole process, and next we're going to be getting the ribs prepared for the dry rub, and we're going to get the grill ready. Next step in our process, we've got our barbecue sauce that we've made just simmering on it, very low. We'll just let that get all happy. Keep stirring it. What we want to do now is prepare our ribs to get them ready for the dry rub and ready for the grill. What we're going to do first, you've got the top side of the rib, which is the arched side. Again, this is a St. Louis style cut, and this is about a 3¼ pound rack of ribs here. First thing you're going to want to do now, you've got the ribs going this way, okay? You want to turn them upside down so that you've got the inside of the rib. And you will notice this shiny white sheath here. Some folks say leave it on, don't make any difference. Some folks say it's got to come off. Some folks just like to score it a little bit. I like to get rid of it. And to do that, you need a pair of long nose pliers. Just grab a hold of that and pull that sheath right off, that sheeting. Pull it right off. All right? So that's what it looks like once you've pulled that shiny sheeting off, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to rub the ribs. Now, as far as a dry rub goes, I've got a custom dry rub right here. All right, if you guys want to take that and go ahead and pause the video right here, you can see exactly how much of what goes in here. Rub my scribs. It's from my buddy Brian Scribner. Awesome dry rub, buddy. I love it. So what we do, we give it a liberal sprinkle. Check this stuff out too. A1 dry rub, Bold Original. This I highly suggest. Very, very good dry rub. Stubbs is another good dry rub. But we're just going to go ahead and give it a nice liberal sprinkle here. Don't be shy now. Don't be shy. And then I just put a little bit of the A1 on there too. Alright? And that's why it's called the dry rub. We're just going to kind of rub it in there a little bit. See how that looks? Flip it over. We'll do the other side. Yeah, buddy. Nothing like grilling St. Louis style ribs on a 90+ degree Sunday afternoon. Get a little NASCAR going. PBRs going. All right, folks. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Look at that. Look at them ribs. All right? All right, folks. Let's talk about the grill setup. Really important part of this process. Here I've got my my charbroil temperature gauge. Little chimney stack here. This is the one that I picked up out of the garbage down the road. Somebody threw it away. Absolutely awesome smoker cooker. So right here I got about 15 charcoal briquettes around that area. Don't go nuts because this will get hot quick. Alright? You'll gain some temperature big time. Let's talk about charcoal. Alright? Don't ever, for any reason, cook your food over an instant light or a match light charcoal. It's the worst thing you can possibly do. That charcoal is so impregnated with petrolates to keep it burning and to burn quick. That's all you taste. And I'm sure it's not good for you. So, I like Kingsford. Kingsford Original is what I use, and I like to use newspaper when I light my charcoal instead of using lighter fluid, although sometimes I do. I just let it cook off good. Right here in this bucket I've got apple chips soaking in water. Okay, now again, this is set up with an indirect heat. I've taken one of the grills out because I don't need it. I'm just going to use this side. I'm not going to cook over the charcoal. I'm going to keep this vent here closed right down as far as it goes, and I'll keep the chimney just cracked. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab a handful of apple chips. Okay, a couple handfuls of apple chips. Have a look at those ribs. Ready to go. Let's get them on the grill. Like I said, this is going to be about a 4.5 to 5 hour process. So it's time to get the process started. It's really important that you cook these over indirect heat, that you don't cook them over the heat. You let the smoke and the heat surround the meat and very slowly cook it. Alright, we'll close that down. She'll come up to be right about, I'd have to say, well, 225, 250, right in that area. And we'll be cooking in style. So the process is started. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday afternoon. And it's hot. It's 20 minutes after 12, and I just checked 86 degrees. So it's going to be a hot one today. Anyhow, see how nice Sandy has got our backyard looking? Just amazing. Look at how nice our flowers are. Hey, Timmy, there's your initials on my kayak, buddy. Woo! Yeah, it's awesome. We had a great party here last night for Sandy's friend Debbie for her birthday. And, yeah, I knocked him out with that meal, too. I did butterflied shrimp in a garlic honey lime sauce. Unbelievable, with angel hair and a really nice fresh mozzarella ball and tomato salad with fresh basil and balsamic vinegar. Amazing. We're 2.5 hours into the barbecue. We're running about 260 degrees, which is just perfect. We added some fresh charcoal. And this might be the last charcoal that we'll need to add for this grilling process. What I'm going to do now, though, is I'm going to show you what everything looks like. Oh, man. Look at them ribs, huh? Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to give them the Siberian flip. Just like that. Now you see how that rib is starting to bend like that and split? That's what you want. That's what you're looking for. Okay? Oh, yeah. You ready, folks? We're going to sauce them up again. Wow. Look at that. Look at that, just glaze of heaven on there. Oh, yeah. All right. We got our special homemade barbecue sauce on there with plenty of spiced rum, which is essential for the recipe. So there you have it. We've got our remote heat still going. It's probably going to be about another maybe half an hour, because I'm going to have to start some more charcoal to finish these, because we're going to wrap these in aluminum foil. Once we wrap them in aluminum foil, we'll put them back on here and just let them slow simmer. Be about another 3 hours, but tell you what, you'll be able to pull the bones out of those, buddy. All right, folks, here's what we got going on. The ribs have been on now for about 3 hours, and man, oh man, look at them. Are they beautiful? What we're going to do now is we're going to take them and we're going to wrap them in aluminum foil. We're going to apply some more charcoal, and we're going to put them back on the grill so that they can just set and just get delicious. So here we go. All right. Haha. How's that for a rack of ribs? See how that bends like that? That's how you want it. Nice and loose. Okay. Take it. Wrap it right up. Nice. Take one more piece and go over the top. That's some rib right there. Yep. Right back on the grill. And we'll do the same thing for the other one. Oh, let me tell you what, folks. Now I'm going to let this go for about another hour and a half. I'm just going to leave these ribs on here, all bundled up. Just like that, indirect heat. Now, I'm going to show you something else. What I've already done is, if you can see here, my charcoal is pretty much burned out. I've still got some good temperature, but better sooner than later. So what I've got right over here is I've got my other charcoal ready to go. So let's go ahead and add that charcoal to the barbecue, and man, oh man, we can just forget about it. Here we got our charcoal. There you have it, folks. See the indirect heating? Our heat is over here, our exhaust is on this side. The heat flows through and it just rolls. These things are just going to sit here and become amazing. Alright folks, I was hoping to show you the ending, the finish of cooking my ribs and, you know, unwrapping them. As you saw, I had them wrapped in foil on my last segment. I took them off the grill. They were unwrapped, and geez, between the neighbors and between friends and myself, out of 2 racks of ribs, this is all I got. But I just want to show you folks how nice this comes out. Alright. Take a look at these ribs. Here's the bone. This is just solid meat. Absolutely falls apart. So, if you're cooking ribs, that's what you're striving for. You know, you really, really want your bones to be able to look at this bone slide right out. Whoop. There's your bone. Slid right out of the meat. I could probably take this bone right here and twist it. Look at it. Watch this. There's some beautiful ribs right there, folks. So anyhow, I hope you folks enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. And don't be afraid to try and go ahead and use this recipe on your own. This recipe works really, really well. Just be patient. Make sure that you have time when you're going to process ribs like this and you're going to barbecue ribs like this, because it's a low and slow deal. But what you end up with is just, it's just unbelievable tender. There you have it. That's how I barbecue ribs, folks. Like I said, hope you learned something from this video. And try it. It'll work out great for you. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you soon.